Mr. Wu had some badges and decided to give them to his two sons. Okay, Mr. Wu, he had some badges and decided to give them to his two sons. Okay, who are his two sons? Sean and Matthew. Normally what I like to do is I like to circle the characters. Okay, it gives me visibility as to who is involved. Okay, allows me and my brain, my oversimplified brain, to actually focus on the few characters that are involved. Okay, so the characters are Mr. Wu, Matthew and Sean. Okay, now Mr. Wu gave 1/3 of the badges and 8 more to Sean. So of all the badges, okay, Mr. Wu gave 1/3 of badges and 8 more to Sean. Okay, so what he had left was the remainder. Okay, how do you find the remainder? You take 1 minus 1/3. Okay, let me just do some working here. 1 minus 1/3 is equals to 2/3. So you plug it here. So this has to be 2/3 of badges. Now because the other branch is plus 8, this branch has to be negative 8, because these two branches, the fraction has to add up to 1. Alright, so you plug 2/3 here. So this is remainder. Let's call it the first remainder. Alright, remainder 1 or R1. Okay, he then gave 3/4 of the remainder to Matthew but took back 2 badges. Okay, so he gave 3/4 of remainder 1 to Matthew. Okay, but took back 2 badges from Matthew. Okay, so less 2. That's what it means. So he gave 3/4 remainder and then he took back 2. Okay, and this was for Matt. Okay, and what was left must be 1/4. Remember, how do I get 1/4? All I have to do is take 1 minus 3/4. Okay, the branches must add up to 1 whole. So this is 1/4 of R1. Since this is negative 2 here, this has to be positive 2 here. Alright, so Mr. Wu was left with 26 badges. So this was what was left. Okay, so maybe I'll just erase this right now. I believe you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we start to work backwards. So in this particular question, we must learn to work backwards. Alright, so 1/4 of R1, which is remainder 1, plus 2 must be equals to 26, isn't it? So 1/4 of R1 must be 26 minus 2. Alright, okay, plus 2, you shift it to the other side, will become minus 2. Okay, so 1/4 of R1 must be 24. Okay, so continuing here, R1, if 1/4 of R1 is 24, R1 must be 24 times 4. And press your calculators, gentlemen. 24 multiplied by 4 will give you 96. So the remainder is actually 96. Okay, now shall we move on to the next step? We also know that the remainder 1 is also equivalent to 2/3 of badges minus 8. Okay, as stated here. Alright, so let us go on to page. Remember, 2/3 of badges minus 8 equals to 96. So 2/3 of badges minus 8 will be equivalent to 96. So 2/3 of badges has to be 96 plus 8. Okay, negative 8, you shift it to the other side, will give you positive 8, so you get 104. So 2/3 of badges will give you 104. So all of the badges will be 104 divided by 2 multiplied by 3. because 1/3 is 104 divided by 2. Okay, I'm skipping steps here. I hope you follow. If I want to get 1/3 of badges, I take 104 divided by 2. But if I want to find all of badges, I have to take 1/3 of badges, the value of 1/3 of badges, which is 104 over 2. You multiply that by 3, and that will give you 156 badges. Okay, what's the question they're asking? They're asking how many badges did Mr. Wu have at first. Okay, so yep, all of the badges is equals to 100. So Mr. Wu had 156 badges at first.